So you want to learn how to create an amazing about section for your LinkedIn profile that's going to make people want to connect with you and learn more about what you do? Then keep watching. But before we get to the main part of this video, if you're watching this channel for the first time and you want regular tips on how to build your brand visibility and influence as an emerging leader, then make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you actually know every time I release a new video. So your about section used to be called your personal summary on LinkedIn, and they give you so much freedom in your about section to write whatever you want. You have 2,000 characters of space to write whatever you want in your about section. But because you get so much freedom to write whatever you want, a lot of people don't know what to write. They leave it out completely, don't write anything, or they write something really vague about what they do. But I hope you can avoid that mistake, because it's a huge mistake when you're trying to build your brand as a leader. You really need to be present on LinkedIn and have a great about section. So I hope you can avoid that mistake with what you learn in this video. I'm going to share with you 3 things you need to include in your about section to have an amazing expert about section that people will love. So the very first thing you want to put in your about section is 2 lines, maybe 3 lines about what you do and who you help. So when people visit your LinkedIn profile, they're going to scroll down to your about section, but LinkedIn only shows them the first 2 to 3 lines of what your about section says. If they want to read more, they have to click the see more or the read more button so that it expands and they can read the rest of your about section. But not everybody does this. You have to entice them to want to read more and click that button. And the way you do that is being super clear on what you do and who you work with, so that when your target market visits your profile, they're going to read that and they're going to think, wow, this person helps people exactly like me. I want to learn more about what they do. That's when you have LinkedIn working for you. When I talk about target market here, what I'm talking about is potential clients if you're running your own business, or a hiring manager if you're an employee looking for a new job. So essentially, it's people who you want reading your LinkedIn profile. Now, for me, I run a business, so I'm looking for potential clients. And on my about section, the first 2 lines of my about section, I help emerging leaders build their visibility and influence so they can increase their income. Okay, so that speaks to my target market of emerging leaders. If you want to check out my LinkedIn profile and my about section, then I'll link to it in the description below. The second thing you need in your about section is some things you should know about me. So this gives your reader more of an insight into who you are and what you're like as a person. Now, when they look at your about section, they're forming their first impression about you, but it's online. And with online first impressions, you don't have the advantage of your body language or of your voice to convey your personality to the other person. So it's harder for them to know who you are. But by putting some personal or interesting or unique things about yourself in your about section, it can help you with this process and it can help you connect better with your reader. So think about what kind of accomplishments could you put, what success stories, what unique stories, what funny stories, interests and hobbies. Think about what excites you, what motivates you, what drives you, what are your future goals for your career. Think about all these things that you can put in your about section to help you connect better with your reader. And the third thing you need to put in your about section is your contact information. So many people forget this. I read so many about sections where people tell me all about who they are, what they do, who they help, what their specialties are, and they don't tell me how I can get in contact with them. So if you're looking for a job and you want someone to contact you about a potential job, then you need to tell them how they can do that. If you're looking for clients because you run a business and you want potential clients to get in contact with you, you need to tell them how they can do that. So put your contact information in your about section. Now, what you need here is your email address, absolutely your email address. Your phone number, if you feel comfortable with that, or your web address, if you have a website, and your other social media profiles like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or even YouTube. You can even put your social media profiles on your about section as well as a way for people to get in contact with you. Now, where do you put this information? Well, I usually put it at the end of my About section. So the very last line of my About section is the contact information about how people can get in touch with me. I've also seen some people put it right at the beginning. So that is what appears in the first 2 to 3 lines that LinkedIn shows you before you click the See More button in the About section. So a lot of people use that space to put their contact information right at the beginning of their About section as well. The choice is really yours. It's up to you where you decide to put it, but you absolutely need to have your contact information in your About section. So there are 3 tips to crafting your About section on LinkedIn. Now, what I want to know from you is, what are you going to put in your first 2 to 3 lines of your About section? How are you going to answer the question, what you do and who you help? So share this with me in the comments below, because I would love to get to know you more. I'd love to get to know who watches this channel and who watches these videos. And it could also be a great promotion opportunity for you. As always, if you liked this video, then please hit the like button below, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you actually get notified every time I release a new video and you don't miss out. And please share this video with your colleagues and friends, because so many of us are on LinkedIn nowadays. So many professionals are on LinkedIn nowadays, but not everybody's About section is up to scratch. So share this video with them, because remember, it might help them too. And if you want to learn more about how to craft an expert About section for your LinkedIn profile, then head over to the Leadership Pod, where I have a whole episode on that topic. I'll link to it in the description below. Thank you again for watching. I am so happy to share this knowledge and information with you. I hope you found it useful, and I will see you in the next video.